As Memphis wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? En teoría ya estoy en vivo, ¿cierto? Creo que sí. Vamos. Al fin y al cabo.
Stabilize.
Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter. Shine down.
Me encanta. Está todo tan lagueado. Ahí sí.
Stabilize. I will have order.
There is no escape. No, my sword. Let me read you a verse. Huh?
Ok, entonces. ¿Qué le pegué? Bueno, en fin. Hay una misión. Una misión. Y aquí hay otra.
Billy Turl, silly Billy Hilly Turl.
Está lloviendo. Sí. Ah, claro. Flores. Hoop, hoop, hip, hop, hip.
Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter. Now you shall perish. Shine down.
¿La lluvia? ¿La lluvia puede hacer eso? Es cierto. Puedo desbloquear... Ah, pero creo que ya lo desbloqueé. Sí. Es que en este directo voy a hacer la misión legendaria de... O sea, el encuentro de Goro. Entonces... Por eso se llama Doge el directo. ¿A dónde está? Ahí está.
Clear skies can do nothing to hide the brilliance of lightning. Divine
No,
bolts
bueno.
can strike even in the absence of rain. Do you see that tree?
This is order. Gather.
Let me weave you a verse. There is no escape. Go! See?
I will have order.
Toodaloo.
Nani, nani, no, no.
With the wind.
Se te hacia esta misión en Monster. Increíble que este weón siga pidiendo ayuda después de 57 niveles y casi más de un año y tanto haciendo estas misiones. Algo que nunca me ha salido fueron esas misiones de como que alguien de Naya. Nunca me han salido. Hup, hup. Y ella es Juliana, me imagino. Pero ¿por qué le regala tantas cosas, weón? Si ya le he ayudado una vez, ¿por qué? Bueno. Habrá que ir a la iglesia. Llegaré, no llegaré. 6, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Casi. 10, o sea, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 0. Fueron unos segundos los que me demoran en llegar acá. ¿Qué onda, pa? ¿Qué onda? Aquí de pana haciendo estas misiones de porquería. Y después me voy a hacer la misión esa cosa, los encuentros del perro. Pero cuesta 900 moras. Sí. Vamos, tu plata.
Time to act.
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Ah, tengo flojera subir, es más fácil bajar que subir. Hiu. A todo esto, no he verificado ni siquiera si... Bueno, me imagino que estoy en vivo porque alguien tuvo. Pero por si acaso. A ver. Bueno, me imagino que estoy en vivo. Sí. ¡Au! Usa la sangre. Bueno, no importa. Lo dejaré pasar. ¿900 moras será mucho o será poco en el mundo de Genshin? Imagino que no mucho. Buenísimo. No. Ah, bueno, cobra la recompensa ya, no pasa nada. Vaya, toda esta parte del mapa del Genshin es simplemente océano. Y ni siquiera siendo transitable, man. Deberían ponerlo para que no pasara. Yo sí me pegaría el viajecito en barco. Sí, entretenido. Coger las cosas. Ah. Ahí, ¿no? Uy,
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Welcome
to the
ahí. Casi. Ah. Listo.
I really can't recommend that store highly enough. A couple more visits and you'll find that the fur on your tail is silky smooth. A gorgeous tail like yours deserves lots of tender, loving care. Don't you agree?
No need. I'm not interested in that kind of thing.
You say that, but do I see your ears saying otherwise? Although your tail isn't professionally maintained, the fur doesn't look dry and coarse. To me, this says you like to take care of it. I'm also guessing that you like to curl up into a fetal position and hug your fluffy tail tight as you go off to sleep.
How do you know? Don't be ridiculous. I'm a high-ranking general of Watatsumi Island. How could I do such a thing?
Oh, it's okay. There's no need to be embarrassed. The desire to cuddle up to a soft tail while sleeping is quite natural.
Really? Wait, no. Why are we still on this topic? In fact, why am I even here talking about tails with you in the first place?
Why?
Me pregunto lo
Because you
mismo.
are blessed with a wonderful fluffy tail, that's why. I think it's very cute.
Ugh, I'm trapped. How do I get out of this? It's you! Oh my goodness.
Paren la weá, por favor.
Please save me.
Están humillando a mi compadre aquí.
And how is my favorite little one doing, hmm? I didn't expect to meet you here. We were just talking about tails. Goro has a beautiful tail, don't you think? Doesn't it make you want to stroke it?
Eh,
Hey, not you too.
Goro, now do you understand how appealing your tail is?
Pardon me. Lady Gucci, we have completed the matter you instructed us about previously. We have selected a very skilled artist to be in charge. I'm confident that the finished product will be to your satisfaction.
¿quién será el
I'll
artista?
take a look later, and if everything's in order, place it in front of the store. All
Alveda.
right, I won't tease the two of you any further. Do make
With the Shogunate, we've had much closer contact than we did before. I also wanted to come and see what things are like in an area ruled by the Shogunate. I hadn't counted on I've interacted with her a few times before, but I can't say I've ever gotten used to it. I've never been good at dealing with people like her. The way she towers over me and speaks so cryptically. Something about her is strangely intimidating. I could probably deal with her in battle, but I don't know where to start when I run into her in normal life. I guess this is a weakness of mine. Really? That would be great. To be honest, this is something that's always worried me. If the soldiers ever saw me in this kind of embarrassing situation, they'd
No,
be very
de...
disappointed.
Tendría terrible funado
So,
ahí.
I have to overcome it. For
Humillado,
their sake.
doxeado, todo.
As soon as I've worked through this, let's go take on Yae Miko again. First things first, though. Do you have any ideas on where to begin?
Como que hace más chiste. Puta, sería más chistoso si yo fuera el Traveler. O sea, si fuera Eder, pero igual tiene más como gracia. Como tengo
I see.
hasta Lumin.
So if you pretend to be someone like her, I can keep practicing on you.
Sí, tiene más sentido.
If I can get the better of you, then I'll be able to hold my own when similar situations come up in the future. Good plan. Let's see. Where should we start? Now that you mention it, I remember having a similar experience back on Watatsumi Island. I was with my subordinates at the time. We ran into a merchant, I got caught up talking to I think we can give it a try. There's an island called Rito nearby. Why don't we go there?
Rito.
I heard all the Outlander merchants are based there, so it might help to create the right atmosphere.
Uy, qué lejos. No me acordaba que esta wea fuera tan grande. ¿Cómo está a 700 metros, weón? Listo. Me ahorro 70 segundos de viaje. No, casi 80 segundos de viaje me ahorro. Uy, ¿qué va? No me acuerdo. Oye, ese tiempo que no venía a esta
So
parte
this
del
is
mapa.
Rito. Although it looks slightly gloomy, it feels very peaceful here.
Sí, vale.
I don't see any Tenryou Commission soldiers roaming the streets. What a nice place. Okay, let's get started. I'll be me, and you be a shrewd and savvy businesswoman. Hi! Hi! So, a lot of the soldiers have been complaining about a shortage of blankets recently. So, 10 blankets, please?
No, pobrecito, no puede ir a comprar
Okay,
pan.
I'll settle the check right away. The
Literalmente
price
yo.
seems pretty cheap to me, in which case, no need to haggle, right? I think that's still not too bad. Is that supposed to be really expensive? I'm sorry. In the past... Wait a sec. If you think about this from another... A cake that costs 100,000 more per slice must be so much better than a regular cake.
Imbécil.
Oh, let me see. I've been saving up recently. I think I should have enough.
¿Qué?
So, there isn't really a kind of cake that costs 100,000 more per slice?
Lo dudo, weón.
What a shame. I feel like role-playing as a vendor is a little outside our area of expertise. What kind of person do we both see regularly enough to impersonate convincingly? Fatui? Then it looks like a trip into the wild is in order. Let's go give it a try.
Voy a ir a matar a hueones. Ah, la 45 segundos de aquí. No, que bloquea porque... Sí, medio flojera ya. No lo soporto. ¿Puedo tepearme? Sí, puedo ir ahí. Me salto todo lo que es nadar. Me cortó mi viaje. Perfecto. Aquí hay que probar a Goro. Saber entero ahí qué hace.
I've dealt with Fatui before, but I always end up against those big, stocky guys who are much taller than me. I'm sure I must train just as hard as they do every day, but somehow, I still don't have the muscles to show for it. Maybe I'll start to see the results in a few more years.
Oh, pobre hombre.
Right? I mean, at the very least, I need to look more muscular than my subordinates.
Bueno, tiene que haber un time skip en este juego en algún punto, por favor. Y que cambien las skins. Con la opción de volver a las skins antiguas, pero que haya un time skip, ¿no? Por favor.
That way, our forces wouldn't scatter so easily. As long as... enough of that. Let's get back to it. Who are you going to roleplay as this time? What? I smell danger! Really? Huh. For a moment there, I could have sworn the actual Fatui were right here. No, wait. Behind you! It wasn't my imagination. They really are here.
Hablar ahora. Let's fucking go. Listo. Ahora me voy de aquí. ¿Y los Fatui? Ah. No, no es de básico, entonces ¿qué hace? ¿Qué hace? ¿Y qué haces tú? A ver, explíquenme. A ver, este pacto que tiene. Full nobleza está. A ver, teniendo en cuenta el número de personajes que hay en el equipo, al lanzar esta habilidad. O sea, está bueno el soporte. Tiene los mismos efectos que el estandarte tal, la. Medio. ¿Ahí qué arma tiene? El arco de Favonio. Vale, entonces este mono ¿qué hace? Ya, ocupa mucha recarga de energía. Ok. Interesante. Vale, pero ¿qué hice? A ver, matar a este, que es más pesado que todo. Ah. Voy a recargar la ulti. Ahí está.
Charge! Press the advantage!
Order guide you. Gather.
Time to go.
Medio, no sé, rara.
Fall in!
Claro, ¿eh?
Killjoy, we've only just begun. I will have order.
O sea, un personaje completamente soporte.
No, my sword!
Everyone on me!
I see through you.
Advance!
Inazuma shines eternal!
Puta la buena. Una porquería.
Ring cutter!
Claro, quita es como para que no te interrumpan al pegarte, creo que funciona.
It's all fun and games until the real Fatui show up, huh? That little interruption has really ruined the mood for me. Let's not do any more Fatui impressions for today. It seems in poor taste after the trouble they caused in Watatsumi Island anyway. Do we have any other options? What do you mean? Isn't this moving a little too fast? Her Excellency advocates slow and steady progress in all things and cautions against trying to advance too quickly. To clarify, it's
Le
not that
tiene
I'm
miedo
scared.
a Gogomi.
It's just that I don't know if the time is right. I
Dale,
guess
loco,
you're right.
dale.
Thanks for your encouragement. It's not like me to shy away from a challenge like this. Let's do it! Time for a make or break training exercise.
¿Qué va a hacer? Ya, aquí no me vaya a teletransportar. ¿Por qué no me voy a matar los zorros? No, horrible. Llevo corriendo tanto tiempo. ¿Se bugueó? ¿Hubo lag? Y no me di cuenta. Sí, hubo lag y no me di cuenta. Hey, ¿verdad? Aprovechando.
Okay.
Fórjame algo, por favor. Se dame 10 de esto. Y ya está. Listo. What? ¿Hasta se repitieron los comentarios? No, hasta se bugueó. ¿A dónde está? Ahí está.
And we're back. Don't worry.
Listo.
My head's in the game this time. I am a high-ranking military officer of Watatsumi Island and the general of the resistance. Whatever tricks you've got up your sleeve, you're not going to get to me. So bring it on.
Lo dudo. Bueno.
This feels like...
Como que...
Yes, it definitely... no, not... It's not that you do a bad impression of her. More like... something is missing. I finally realized it when you were talking to me just now. I think that maybe what I'm really afraid of is her knowing smile and her piercing gaze. It just makes me feel like all my secrets have nowhere to hide. Like she can just peer in and see them. But it's different with you. I trust you, so I don't feel I need to hide my secrets in the first place.
¿Qué? Pero si no se
Even when
conocen.
you're imitating the
Bueno,
way she
no tanto.
speaks, I don't feel afraid. But it also means that this training won't work. I just have to accept that this is a weakness of mine. So the thought of having to live with this weakness forever is frustrating. Are you serious? I love that. I haven't eaten anything sweet in a long time. Off we go. All right. The next step is to find somewhere nice and quiet.
Buah, qué tranquilo lugar el weón fue el centro de la ciudad.
It's certainly a rarity in the camp. It's
Obvio,
seen as a
pues, weón.
luxury item in the ranks of the resistance.
Militar,
We
dudo
have
que
special
coma
meals on
pastelito.
occasion, but even then, so thank you for treating me to some cake. The only downside with Narukami Island's pastries is that they're such exquisite things, you can't just chow down on them. But as Her Excellency says, a general needs to show patience and restraint. Wow, don't mind if I do. That's so sweet.
Huh. Basado. Bien. ¿Y mis protogemas? ¿Dónde están mis protogemas, por favor? ¿Cinco? ¿Son 5 finales, no? Ah, bueno. In Windows. Huh. Vamos a ver. Goro.
There was definitely something strange about the way she looked at me in the end there. Could she be plotting something? Sorry that you had to see that. Since Watatsumi, I also wanted to come and see what... I've never been good at dealing with people like her. I could probably deal with her in battle.
Sí, 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 claro.
You're right. I've heard Her Excellency say the same thing before. In any battle, you need to think about how to avoid your shortcomings. As long as I don't come into contact with Yae Miko, everything should be fine. Really?
No es mala onda.
Well, it's a relief to hear that. In that case, I still have some business to take care of with the Yae Publishing. They run a monthly magazine called That's Life, which has an advice column. Readers write in about their problems, and I'm responsible for responding to them.
Ah.
Not quite sure why they chose me, but it's my job now, and I can't give it up just like that. Yae Miko just handed me the latest batch of readers' letters. Let's find a place to write the replies, then pack them up and send them back to Yae Publishing House.
¿Qué? Okay.
Huh. This place looks nice, and why don't we write the replies here? The sooner I get them finished and handed back to the publisher, the sooner we can go do something else. I just hope I don't have another run-in with, you-know-who at the Yae Publishing House later. Anyway, the writing...
Ah, chucha. Muchas gracias, me pongo siempre extraño. Okay.
Great. Let's write the replies together. I'm actually interested to hear your perspective. Let me see here. Today, a new guy came to our village. He was good-looking and had a lovely voice. When I peeked at him from behind the door, I felt my cheeks getting hotter, and my heart started beating faster and faster. See, I can tell right away that this is exactly the kind of question I'm no good at dealing with. The letter seems to be from a young lady, which is not a demographic where I can offer much expertise. What's your take?
No,
Well, I don't know what it's like to be in love, but if you say so, I'll reply like this then. It's likely that the feelings you're experiencing right now won't occur many times in your life. I urge you to summon the courage to seize this opportunity and see where it takes you, no matter where that may be. What? Really? But that's how it is in battle, too. Opportunities to seize victory are fleeting. When they arise, you have to capitalize on them right away. I imagine it's the same in love. That's my suggestion, anyway. Come on, let's read the next letter. My neighbor is always borrowing money from me, but never seems to be able to pay me back on time. I have tried subtly raising the issue in conversation several times, but he always finds a way to dodge my questions. He was kind to me when I was young. I don't want to make things ugly, but the money issue bothers me a lot. Please help me. If this is a dispute between neighbors, it must be settled as soon as possible. The most important thing in military regulations is fairness. It is only right to pay back a debt. I want to suggest that the writer demands their money back in no uncertain terms. Do you think that makes sense?
Sure.
Okay, so let's reply along those lines. Well, let me think. How about this? It is good that you want to repay your neighbor's kindness, but be aware that you can find other ways to do this that don't involve lending the money.
Hola, vecino, me
Right
fía.
now, the most important thing for you to do is demand your money back. Being kind does not mean allowing your neighbor to walk all over you.
Sí, vas a...
And we are done with that letter. Hello, I was born on Narukami Island, and now I'm... So, this is from one of my troops? Most likely, but I'm not sure who. Before passing any reader's letters on to me, Yai Publishing House has their staff copy each one by hand and redact all names in the process. So I can't be sure who exactly this is. I couldn't turn a blind eye to the Vision Hunt Decree, and my anger drove me to join the resistance. My comrades and I have fought side by side, and I have formed deep friendships with them. Since we achieved our goal and the war came to an end, I have remained on Watatsumi Island. But this is not my hometown, and I often find myself dreaming of the cherry blossoms falling on Narukami Island. I now don't know whether to stay here or return home. The resistance has treated me well, and I've long been disillusioned by the shogunate, but my hometown tugs constantly at my heartstrings. How should I reply to him? Well, let me think about it. To be blunt, I obviously don't want any soldiers under my command to leave. But if making them stay causes them pain, how are my actions any different from the Vision Hunt Decree? I suppose I'll reply... Narukami Island has changed. You should go back and visit. That should do it.
¿Cómo suena la Play 4, loco? Está como 80.000 grados. Esto va a explotar.
I'll be okay. Come on, let's finish the rest of the letters.
Creo que tengo que hacerle mantenimiento.
Thanks to you, writing the responses went very smoothly this time.
O sea, ni siquiera sé si se
Let's
escucha en
go
el
and deliver
streaming.
them to the Yai Publishing House, shall we?
Porque suena demasiado fuerte. A ver. Porque suena demasiado fuerte. A ver. Sí. Suena demasiado fuerte. A ver, voy a tratar de alejarme un poco de la consola.
Silly churl, Billy churl, silly Billy,
Okay.
Hilly churl.
Creo que ahí desconecté el audífono, tenía que desconectar un cable. Ya, a ver. Me estoy alejando. Se sigue escuchando de fondo. Brutal.
Wanna come over for tea?
Estoy como a 2 metros de la consola. Es increíble lo mucho que suena el play. Y estoy a casi 2 metros de distancia. Esto es brutal. Creo que hay que hacerle mantención para que ya no suene. Podría ponerle un SSD.
Great. That's all the replies for this round accounted for. Thank you for all your hard work, Mr. Goro. Think nothing of it. I agreed to help, so it's only right that I do the best I can. Could I trouble you to come back to Watatsumi Island with me? I want to find that soldier. Not to persuade them to stay, I don't want them to leave without saying goodbye. Kazuha once told me that the bonds between people whose paths have crossed can never be broken, even after they part ways. But maybe I'm scared he might be wrong. People can change quickly, and I worry that the next time I meet my comrade, who fought so bravely alongside me, there will already be some distance between us. Great. Then let's head off whenever you're ready.
Entonces ahora tengo que ir a Watatsumi. ¿Verdad? Como solté el micrófono, no sé si se escuchará. Voy a verificarlo. Por mientras que esta weá se teletransporta a la isla Watatsumi. Sí, ya. Entonces ya se escucha, así que no pasa nada. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde es? Ahí. Boru, no sé. Estoy muy emocionado. El viernes voy a hacer un unboxing. Primera vez en mi vida que haré un unboxing. Let's go.
General Goro, and Captain of Swordfish too. General Captain, are you here to inspect the camp?
Not this time. I just thought I'd come by to catch up while everyone has some downtime.
Certainly, General Goro. Anything you want to discuss? But we haven't been out of the camp lately, so
Actually, I've had something on my mind and wanted to ask everyone's thoughts on the matter. You see, after the war, Her Excellency streamlined the army and a lot of people were transferred to other duties. Do you still have much contact with each other?
To be honest, not much. We're so busy even with just training and patrolling that it's almost impossible to squeeze in the time to meet up. We have holidays, but we usually use them to go home and spend time with our nearest and dearest, and besides, everyone's vacations come at different times and our schedules rarely overlap.
yeah, I'm busy when they're free, and they're busy when I'm free. Anyway, even if we did manage to meet up, what then? We all do different jobs now, and we all have new friends who aren't mutually acquainted. I'm not sure what we'd...
So that's really how it goes, huh? I know. It's okay. I just...
You know, having said all that, there's something else that I've always felt about this.
Really?
Yes. I feel that no matter how long we're apart, and no matter what we might go through in the meantime, all of us will be straight back here if Watatsumi Island is ever in danger. Even if we've all changed beyond recognition, we can always trust that we've got each other's backs. And that's one thing that's never gonna change.
We're your troops, General Goro. You trained us, you took us into battle, and led the way as we charged against the enemy. Even if we seldom keep in contact now, we are still brothers in arms. Long live the resistance!
Yes. That's the way it should be. I won't disturb you any further. You guys keep training hard. Regarding everything else, I'm sure it'll all be fine.
Oh.
Ah, General Goro, you're here. I believe Hiroaki's been hoping to catch you.
Ese no era el nombre de un mono de Doraemon.
Never saw you. Are you planning to head back to camp later? If you're busy, I can go and let him know so he's...
Tell him I'll be right over. I know what I have to do now. Come. Denjiro is right. No matter what changes the future may bring, we will always have each other's backs. Sure, there may be some awkward silences when we meet again after a long time, but in no time at all, we'd be the best of friends again.
General Goro, I would like to request permission to leave the Resistance, sir. I know this may seem very abrupt.
It's all right.
Back then, I had so much hatred for the Vision Hunt Decree, and so much
y este es el soldado que mandó la carta.
Island for supporting it. But after the war ended, I wanted to go back and visit, but I still couldn't make up my mind. Thanks to Miss Hina's encouragement, I was finally able to find the courage to talk to you about it. Of course, if you disapprove, I'll obey your orders. I am your subordinate, after all.
Miss Hina?
It's a long story.
Forget it. Never mind her. I approve your application to leave the Resistance.
General Goro.
Come on. Don't look so down. It's not like we're never going to see each other again. If you ever have the time, you should come back and visit Watatsumi Island. There's no need to limit yourself to a specific place. Just do what you want to do. No matter where we are, we will always be comrades.
Yes, General. I'll take my leave then. Take care of yourself, General Goro.
Y se va a ir en botecito así nada. Era un bote de remo hasta no ir un camino.
Or should I say, it was for the best. This is how it should be. It should leave you with a smile on your face.
Sí, se fue en un bote de remo. Pobre hombre. Oye, hay un desafío. Juro que vi uno. Sí. Ahí hay uno. ¿Y qué es uno de eso ahí? Ah, tiene que ser de bote. Bueno. A ver, vamos por el tercer final. ¡Oh! ¡Ojo! A ver. ¿Y si lo pongo en japonés ahora? Total. Estamos en Japón, ¿o no? Técnicamente. Está bonito.
この辺りは静かなようだな。ここで書くとするか。さっさと終わらせて八重堂に届けて他のことをしよう。あの女が八重堂で俺を待ち伏せしてなければいいが、返事を書くには時間がかかるかもしれない。八重堂で見張りを？そうだな。そうすれば八重巫女の待ち伏せを避けることができる。だが気をつけろよ。あれは恐ろしい女だ。もし見かけたら早々に戻ってこい。お前を、いや、戦略的撤退と言うべきだな。とにかくそっちは頼んだぞ。
Huh. No suena tan mal. En inglés suena más bacán, sí. Seré yo.
¡Iza!
皆さんお静かに。今日私たちがここに集まったのはズバリ、
もちろんひなさんの素晴らしさを世のすべての人に伝えることだ。
そう、その通りです。ひなさんの優しさ、思いやり、これらすべてを僕たちはすでに経験しました。しかし私たちにできることはひなさんの存在をこの世のすべての人々に伝えることです。
あなたはひなさんを知っていますか？
¿Qué va? Parece un testigo de Jehová. La señorita quién?
みんな、ここに助ける必要な人がいますよ。
声が大きいですよ。こんにちは。喜びにあふれたこの良き日に、私たちは完璧なお方を君にご紹介しましょう。彼女は優しく思いやりがあり、空でひときわ輝く星のような存在。どうだ？
La hermana mayor de Teibat. Es dulce y hermosa y responderá a todas tus preguntas. Hará todo lo posible para ayudarte con tus preocupaciones.
おっと、すみません。興奮のあまり詳しい紹介を八重堂が出版している月刊漢字はお読みになったことはありますか？その本には読者からの相談を募集する質問欄がありまして、私たちはそこに投稿した最初の読者です。そこに投稿するといつも優しい答えが返ってきます。八重堂の編集者は彼女の本名、性別、あらゆる情報を非公開にしていますが、きっとそのお方は慈愛に満ちたお姉さんだと私たちは思っています。
はあ、間違いない。彼女の手紙からは相手への敬いと信頼、そして偽りのない自然な親近感がひしひしと伝わってくる。繊細な心を持つ彼女は寄せられた手紙に込められた感情にいつも気づき、まあ恋愛に関する話題は苦手なようだが、それも彼女の可愛いところの一つだ。
でも以前まではあまり人気がなく、この質問欄は打ち切り寸前でした。そこで八重堂が彼女の肖像画を公開したんです。
そう、ひなさんは月刊漢字の質問欄の担当者で、私たちが尊敬しているお方。今日八重堂がひなさんの正式な肖像画を公開すると聞き、私たちは各地より馳せ参じたのです。この偉大なる瞬間を目撃するためにぜひ見ていってください。ひなさんは本当に愛らしい方ですので。私は月刊漢字の
¿Qué? ¿Y cuál es la señorita Gina? Ahora de ir a volcar a Goro. Supieran que el weón que escribió las cartas es un general del ejército revolucionario, ¿sí? Perdón, de la resistencia.
ちょうどよかった。あの女は八重堂にいたか？ああ、返事を書き終わったから八重堂に提出しようと思ってな。なんでか人の助けになるからだな。八重堂の編集者にもこれは君にしかできないことなんです。
Bueno, visto en los anteriores dos finales, el buen sí sabe dar consejo.
ただ断れなかったから始めたことだった。でも気づいたら自分でも楽しむようになっていたんだ。気づけば何百通も返事を書いていた。それにたまに感謝されたり、あの恐ろしい女のことを考えると正直なところ八重堂とは付き合いたくない。だが俺の返事で多くの人が救われると思うと、返事を書くのをやめたらかえって違和感を覚える日が来るかもしれない。何があったかは知らないが、あの女がいないうちにさっさと返事を渡してしまおう。読者たちがこれを受け取った時の反応が楽しみだ。でもだから俺も彼らの期待を裏切るわけにはいかない。 八重堂はここからそう遠くないだろう。一緒に行こう。万が一あの女が急に戻ってきても俺たちで協力すればなんとかなるさ。行くぞ。
いざ。
Ah, no era aquí. Era aquí.
おかしい。今日はやけに賑やかなようだ。俺はあまりここに来ないが、いつもこんな感じなのか？お、あそこがひときわ賑わってるみたいだ。見に行ってみよ
う。皆さん、もう一度一つ、ひなさんの正体を探らないこと。二つ、ひなさんのファンとして争いを招くような発言をしないこと。3つ、
Qué weá, es como un
あらゆる
culto,
方
weón.
法でひなさんを宣伝すること。ですが、もし相手が興味を示さなかったら無理強いをしてはいけません。最後に、私たちはひなさんのためにここに集まり、そしてひなさんのためにより自分を磨いていかなくてはなりません。皆さん、守れますか？
もちろんだ。
ひなさんを困らせるのではなく。
おお、これが噂に聞く講演会というものか。誰の講演会なのか知らないが、すごい熱量だな。出陣前にみんなで集まって誓い合った時のことを思い出す。どうした？なんだかお前の様子が少し変だが。さっきから目もそらしてるし、何かあったのか？まさかあの女が。
失礼するが君、なんだかひなさんに似ているね。そうか。だがこれも何かの縁だ。
すまない、よく知らないな。
そうか。だったら少し彼女は優しく思いやりのあるお姉さんなんだ。悩み事を彼女に相談。
おお、人付き合いのうまそうな方みたいだな。八重美子とは全然違う。そう思わないか？
でも本当に似ていますね。まさかひなさんの血縁者なのでは？
ほい、忘れたのか。ひなさんの個人情報
ならせめて一緒に写真だけでも。
一緒に今日はひなさんの正式な肖像画を見るためわざわざ。
ああ、大丈夫。なんで俺と写真を撮りたがるんだ？そうなのか？これでいいだろう。俺も八重堂に返事を届けないと。
すみません、ひなさんの看板が届く。
皆さん、正式な
ひなさん。
俺も少し気になってきたな。見に行ってみよう。何か問題でもあるのか？なんだと？ここにいてはまずい。早々に離れよう。気にはなるが、次また八重堂に返事を届けに来る時までお預けだな。
Ah, ahí está. Este es su madre. Tuvo gracia.